It was almost 10 p.m. when I heard the voice behind me. "Excuse me." I turned. A little girl stood on the pavement. She couldn't have been older than 7. "I'm lost." She looked scared. Not crying, not panicked, just lost and scared. I crouched down. "What's your name?" "Emily." "Okay, Emily, where do you live?" She looked down. "I don't know." "Do you know your mom or dad's names?" She simply shook her head. "I don't remember." I glanced around. The street was empty. "Do you know how you got here?" She looked up at me. "No." "All right," I smiled gently. "We'll figure it out together. I'm lost too." I winked. We walked for nearly an hour. Every house we knocked on, every person we asked, nobody knew anything. They simply slammed the door in my face. Emily didn't seem surprised. She just held my hand and walked beside me. Eventually, I called the police. 2 officers arrived within minutes, and I explained everything. They looked around, then back at me. "Sir." I followed their gaze. Emily was standing beside me, holding my hand. "What?" "She's right here." The officers exchanged a glance, the kind that people give when they think someone is confused. At the station, a detective came to speak with me while Emily waited with the other officers. He listened carefully. He didn't interrupt. He didn't question whether I was telling the truth. He simply asked questions. "What was she wearing?" "A white raincoat, red shoes." "What did she look like?" "Brown hair, about 7 years old." He wrote everything down. Then he stopped. "You said her name was Emily?" I nodded. "Yes." He looked at his notes for a long moment, then stood. "I'll be right back." When he returned, he was carrying an old cardboard folder. He placed it on the table. Inside was a photograph. A little girl, white raincoat, red shoes, brown hair. My chest tightened. "That's her. That's Emily." The detective watched me carefully. "You're sure?" "Yes," I nodded. "I've been with her all night." The detective slowly opened the folder. Her name was Emily Louise Carter. She disappeared 32 years ago. I stared at the photograph, then the detective, then the photograph again. The detective pulled out another document. This case was never solved. He turned the page. "She was last seen leaving school with a friend." I looked at him. He placed another photograph on the table, 2 children standing together. One was Emily. "You recognize him?" he asked, pointing at the other child. I couldn't speak. The boy in the photograph was me. "You were the last person to see Emily Carter." I shook my head. "No." The detective leaned closer. "Your name appeared in the original investigation." I looked down at the photograph again. "You've also been lost for 32 years.